2, 1.
Hello, friends. Welcome to this episode of Ask Your Father. It is a platform for young people and everyone else to ask your questions to your priest. May I have the questions, please? Let's see. Why does it seem like God doesn't hear my answer or answer my prayers? Why does it seem as if God is not listening to my prayers or answer my prayers? That's a great question. It's a spiritual struggle for every person on the planet. Because as humans, we want quick solutions. But prayer doesn't work like that. Prayer is fundamentally a relationship. So when we pray, as Jesus taught us in the Our Father, give us today our daily bread. Sometimes our prayer might turn out to be a kind of bucket list you want to give to God. Prayer might become sometimes your checklist. Okay, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this. But prayer is fundamentally a relationship. So when you pray with that disposition of a humble submission to God, we don't have to worry about how long God takes, because prayer is basically learning to do God's will. When we fail to do that, we become frustrated. We become impatient. But let us grow in our prayer every day as if we are here to do God's will. Looking through that lens, prayer doesn't become a checklist or a bucket list. Prayer becomes fundamentally a relationship. Let's see this question. Did Jesus exist before he was born on earth? Did Jesus exist before he was born on earth? This is Christological. This is the most debated question in the scripture world. The answer is John chapter 1, verse 1. The prologue of John's Gospel. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. And that Word came to dwell among us. And we call him Jesus the Incarnate. Means he took our flesh and blood. So before he came into human existence, Jesus existed since the beginning of the creation. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. And the Word became God. And how did that God come to us? In the form of a baby, the child Jesus. So the existence has to be understood in different realms. The existence of Jesus in the book of Genesis and the prologue of John was in the form of the Word. And the Word was God. And Jesus, before he became incarnate, like you and me, in human form, was already God. Therefore, to answer the question, did Jesus exist before he was born on the earth? Yes, he did, but in the form of the Word, with God. And that Word became God like us in human form.